This presentation is on your cause or effect essay. How do you organize your cause or effect essay? The first thing I do when I set out to write one of these essays, cause or effect, is choose an event, experience, or a decision in my life that I could write something about. One big decision I once made was to stop eating meat. So my subject would be becoming a vegetarian. Next, I create a chart to help me visualize the chronology or the timing of the causes and effects associated with my subject. So, make a 3-column chart, put your subject in the middle, for me, going vegetarian, and then I start thinking about my causes and effects. What caused me to become a vegetarian, and what were the effects of that decision? Once I get my ideas straight, I fill in the 3 points that fit each relationship. So let's start with causes. Why did I become a vegetarian? The first reason was peer pressure. All the cool people were vegetarians, and I wanted to be cool too. The second reason was health and wellness. I could stand to lose a few pounds and eat less processed junk. I knew a vegetarian diet was more healthy. And then finally, there was the environmental impact. As we know, raising animals for human consumption is really bad for the environment. It makes a big mess. So being a vegetarian would mean that I wasn't contributing to that, or directly contributing to that. Then you go over to the other side and think about effects. So in that same 3-column format, you'll set up your effects side. In this presentation, we're just focusing on one at a time, but for you, you'll put them both on the same chart. For effects, I asked, what happened as a result of my vegetarianism? Well, first, I became more healthy. I lost about 10 pounds without changing my activity level. I also felt a lot better, more energetic, etc., etc. The second thing that happened was I learned a lot about preparing food. I became much more creative in the kitchen. I also learned what foods work together for optimum nutritional value. And the third thing that happened was I became self-righteous. Because I was morally superior to all my meat-eating friends, I could pity them in their pathetic hamburger lives. And yes, that's really embarrassing to admit, but it's totally true. So, after a few minutes of work, I have a visual representation of the causes and effects of my decision. And my next step would be to think about, which essay do I want to write? Which one would be more interesting for my reader and more interesting for me? Which ideas do I want to explore? So a cause essay would cover the points on the left: peer pressure, health and wellness, environmental impact. I would write about what led me to become a vegetarian. And then an effect essay would cover the points on the right. What happened to me because of that? I became more healthy, I learned about food, and then I became annoying and self-righteous. And that's the end. Thank you very much.